What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brian with Brian's Custom Auto coming at you today. We already got the hood strip. Yeah. So, what that means is we are partially there. I still have to go back over this because where it's aluminum, you can see, yeah. So I'm going to have to straighten this aluminum up a little bit and go down with some 180, probably take it all the way up to 220 before I lay some primer on it. Still got to get a little bit of this off, but outside of that, just going to keep working away. Now, granted, I've got the front end taped off already, but I still have to drop some over these fenders. I also have to get my notebook out and take my measurements for the pinstripe here, so that way we can get that worked off all the way down. And yeah, so that way, because we got brand new pinstripe in there to go on here that is all revitalized and not pink and faded and ugly. So I want to put it back in the exact spot it came from, which means I've got to pull measurements from place to place to know where it's going to go. And I want to draw it out on paper so that way I can know how far down from this line to that tip, this line to that hump, this line to that tip, yada yada, just so I can keep a straight mark. And then what will happen is when it's time to put it back on, I'll put a tape line right there at the top and install it that way. You know, just like measuring from the window channel down or whatever. As long as it should be remotely easy to put it on, but I'm not going to swear to that either, you know. And also, I do know that the pinstripe is one long piece, and then we'll have to cut it into door jambs and stuff. So, there's that. So, you know, I've never really paid that much attention to a pinstripe before. I usually try and get rid of them because I think pinstripes are stupid looking on anything. Unless they're hand done like classic lowriders. The 60 Impalas and stuff that are slammed down on hydraulics, 13-inch 100-spoke, stuff like that. I think those having pinstripes are like the old lead sleds with pinstripes. Hand done pinstripes is absolutely beautiful, but I think pinstripes like that are just stupid looking. But that's just my opinion. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. You like factory pinstripes, or, you know, is that what you call a mod on your car pinstripe, or do you prefer the hand pinstriping? I actually have a good friend of mine that does that, but he's all the way down in South Florida, down around Bradenton area. Actually, he's by Cletus and JH and all them. But he does pinstriping, so I guess I'm going to have to get him up here to do pinstriping on one of my vehicles, probably the white Chevy. Yeah, I think so. Either that or we'll put some pinstriping on the Merc. But anyway, so I'm going to start sanding this hood, dropping plastic and all that. So I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so we got the primer on, and it actually feels really good. Only has a couple little rough spots there. But it's not in the hood itself. It's in the primer, where this is obviously not a paint booth. And the wind's starting to blow, so we're going to lower that down. But I've got the exhaust fan blowing over here too, which I'm assuming that's because of the exhaust fan that I didn't have going at that time. But anyhow, so we're going to go ahead and smooth this and have it ready for paint. And depending on my mood here in just a little bit, might go ahead and see if we can spray some black on here, see what happens. I mean, worst case scenario, it don't work and I have to strip it off and redo it. So, but yeah, let's see what we get here, because there's hairs and stuff in it, but not a big deal, because we're going to bury a lot in clear as well on here. But anyway, there it is. We're going to hit it with Scotch-Brite because I don't have any 400. And so we're going to use the soft pad and Scotch-Brite. See where we can go with that. I think it'll be fine. So let me get this knocked out and I'll bring you back. All right, so primer sanded down. Oh my God. Guys, I'm back. Wardrobe change, kinda. The wind decided to pick up here really crazily. We'll walk out here and look at it. But now it's deader than the door now. And the sun's trying to shine. But yeah, we had to get that van unstuck from out there to bring it up here to kind of block some of the direct wind on the shop here, because as y'all just seen, it tried to take it away. We've already had summer here today. We've had winter. We got hail. Now it's absolutely just started raining again. Mother Nature does not know what she's doing today. She's on her menstrual cycle and she's trying to run my business over. But anyhow, so I guess this is, oh, I gotta go let down the inflatables too. Oh my God. Way too much to do, not enough time to get it all done in. And what makes it even worse is you can't paint when it's raining. Unless you have an inside climate control booth, and I don't have that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna switch gears here for right now, because with this much rain coming, there ain't no way that I'm gonna be able to get the paint to stay on this like it's supposed to. So we're gonna let that ride, and I think I'm gonna shift gears down to the bottom half and do the touch up on the bumper and that kind of stuff, and start pulling my measurements for the lines. So as I said, guys, we're shifting gears. We got the truck moved in just a little bit more so I could zip that down. We're going to work on this lower half down here, the bumper itself, the grill. Now, even though this is a brand new grill shell, we still need to hit it with Scotch-Brite and put a layer of paint on it. And reason being is because if you don't, then what's going to happen, where this is a cheaper grill shell, once the sun starts baking into it, it's going to fade really bad. So what we want to do, and I probably should have done this beforehand, but it's okay, we can do it now. But we need to go ahead and put a layer of paint on it and go ahead and get that out of the way. Plus, I kind of got a little overspray on it, but not a big deal. Now, I could have taped up the headlights, but why? So we're going to go ahead and pull that side out. As you know, you just pull this clip here and this clip here to get the headlight out, and then you got one screw down there to get the corner marker out, and that is it. So it's not hard to do. Where these are still new lights, it's a little stiff in there, but it's okay because I want to do some alignment anyway on them when I go to put them back. So yeah, let's finish getting these out, and then yeah, we'll get doing some work. All right, so that bottom grill right there is a little saggy on this left hand side. That's the intercooler cover, and you see how that's down like that. Well, what it is it's supposed to be bolted with this bracket here, but as you can see, that's broke. So I took a spare piece of metal because, again, if you remember, somebody hit something with the front of this truck and just, I guess, dead coyote or something. But I just took my cutters right there, got a real thin piece of metal here, and we're going to put it across here to make it work. All right, guys. It ain't pretty, but it's functional. So now we need to put that back in, and then I've got one more screw to go through the front there. That's going to hold this up. So yeah, and there ain't a whole lot of room under there, but I'll show you what it is. It's really tight in here, but I wound up not putting a screw in that. I wound up putting a bobby pin in it because I've got a set of those that my wife got me offline from somewhere, but it comes with all kind of different assorted ones. But I put the bobby pin in right there. That stiffened it right on up. So now it's ready to be Scotch-Brited and painted. All right, as you can see, except for the lights, I'll say I'll tape those up tomorrow. Got the grill taped up. The hood is primed. We'll have to retape the corners of the fenders here and retape the door section there and all that. But the prime on the hood is good. Depending on what the weather looks like tomorrow, we may be able to get some color on this, but I don't know yet. But since that hood looks that good, yeah, we're gonna rock it out. Now, to take care of the bumper here, we got quite a bit to do on there. Like I said, we gotta cover them lights up. But guys, it's almost 7 o'clock and it's New Year's. And instead of going out and partying, with other people. We're gonna have a party here at the house, me and my wife and my little girl, and you know, all that. So that's gonna do it for this tonight, but I will bring you guys back tomorrow, Lord willing, and my shop here don't blow away, because I don't know, Mother Nature's back on her menstrual cycle again, and she's trying to take my shop yet again. I've got it bolted down and staked down and all that, but who knows? We'll just have to see what happens. It's freaking me out just a little bit. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, okay? I'm watching my subscriber count go up and down, up and down, up and down. And I mean, I would like to believe that it's YouTube doing it, not that people are getting bored with me and just going on to other channels and unsubscribing. So please subscribe, or don't. It's up to you. Ultimately, it's your thumb or your finger that decides. Because, guys, like I say, as soon as this truck's out of here, we get to get back on Harley. Yeah. The real Harley, not the Harley truck, but the Harley. See that joker there with the big Springer front end and all that? And this blue one, too. Yep. Since it ain't time of the year to ride them, it's time of the year to work on them. So, anyway, guys. All right. I'll see you in the morning. All right, next day we're back out here and it's cold. So I've got to get those lights moved around here and get that heater going. I've got the one in the corner going. No, I don't. It's out of gas. All right, try and overlook the sound of that compressor running. It's at least quieter than the last compressor, which I still have, by the way. But we got the fog lights taped up now on both sides and all trimmed out. We got this corner over here put back together the right way. Now you can see the scuff right there that's got to be taken care of. There we go. And you can see the roughness all across it. That's actually straight now. See that down there? So yeah, but you can see all the delamination and all on it on both sides, including over there on the bottom and on the top. So, we're going to Scotch Brite all that down, including the grill. I'm going to tape around here with my gator tape. Now, I can only do so much with this grill, guys. It's not the highest quality, but it's what we could get. That was just one of those situations where, you know, we get what we can. And that's what we did. But yeah, you can see how it's just shiny black plastic. So we're going to put a coat of paint on it so it don't fade and all that. But anyway, I need to tape around here on both sides so that way we don't overspray onto the fender and cause more problems and all that jazz. And we also got to touch up that fender flare. You know, there's a bunch to do. But yeah. So let's get that taped up and then Scotch Brite that, and I will bring you back. Alright, so a couple things on this. You literally just seen the color of it change to a dull white or brighter color, like a grayish color from the Scotch Brite. And the Scotch Brite is all you need on this, okay? We're not trying to go back down to bare metal. You know, we're not filling all kind of rock chips and stuff. We're not even going to prime it, All right, we're just putting a color of black on black. So when you're doing that, you don't have to go that extreme with it. That's one thing. Number two, on these edges here, you see me fold the tape in half like that. That's to stop it from absolutely just blowing over that fender, okay? And you do that on a body line or whatever, or like if you're trying to feather it in. And the reason you do it that way, but turn the tape around opposite, is that gives you a soft edge instead of a hard tape edge. So that's the reason you do that. But we're going to go ahead and get this wiped down real quick with the Windex and the microfiber towel. Blow it off again, and then it'll be ready for some paint. All right, so I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're not real sure about something, or you want to test it first, always find a test panel or something to try your paint on before you actually do it. As I said, the whole front end of this truck is going to get painted by can, not by gun, just because I want to make it easier, and I can do it inside here without having to worry too much, right? I can set up my little exhaust fan and run exhaust out. Now let me show you what I did. That little black patch there is a really awesome little test car, and the whole purpose of that is so you can paint it and see how your paint's going to lay and look at it in the light. Now it should be hanging up, but I don't have anywhere to hang it in here right now. But this is only the second one I've ever used to see how paint would come out. And I mean, there's some little spots in there, but nothing I'm worried about. I was more concerned with that black paint under it, would it roll or whatever, but it's not. So far that's coming out good. And like I said, this is my second one. This is the first one I ever painted, guys. And hang on, you can see there's a hair in it, but I painted this one actually inside my paint booth, and yeah, it was hanging up and everything. It's so hard to do anything one-handed. There. Oh, looks like I got a chip on it or something. Oh no, that's not a chip. Probably bird turd. Anyway, this is the first one I ever painted. And that's that blue that's on my truck. Yeah, let me see. Good light here. You can see it's metallic. Really beautiful color. And that laid down absolutely perfect. And you can see that back in some of my older videos. There it is. Look at that. But you see that stupid hair right there? But yeah, you can go back and look at my old videos and see. And guys, all I did was spray this and clear it. I didn't do any kind of extra work on it. This is simply spray and spray and let it dry. But I think that turned out gorgeous. Yeah, there's a little orange peel right there, but that's the whole purpose of it, is so you can see all the light and see how the color's going to lay. And in the sunlight, this is beautiful. As I said, I painted this before I painted my truck, and that's how it came out. But anyway, the black is sitting here curing, and I think that black is deep and beautiful. I think it's going to work okay. So, yeah. So we're going to let that set for a little bit, and then I will come back to it. All right, everybody, we're back. It's the next day, and, well, that didn't work at all. So it was just entirely too cold. The paint speckled, bubbled, ran. It did everything it shouldn't have done. And it looks like crap. So I'm not even going to show it to you, really. Yeah, I might as well, just so you'll know not to do this. So, yeah, if you look real close, around that bottom of that lip, you can see runs. There's runs right there. It ran around that bottom. Speckled on the front. Dry patched. It just came out like crap, okay? The grill shell, not so bad. But the bumper and bumperette and all that, yeah, it was awful. So we'll be redoing that. And when I say redoing that, I mean we're going to redo all of it. But in the meantime, if you'll notice trucks running, take it for a quick drive. We're going to check these windshield wiper nuts, make sure they don't fly off. All right, we got the windshield wiper nuts tightened. Oh, and it's sun shining out today. Let me show you these wheels now that they're clean. Here's the first one. There's the second one. Yeah. Some beautiful tailpipes. There's the other one. There's the other one. So that came out quite well. So, like I said, let's take this thing down the road. Might help me feel better about the paint not working thing. Phew, I gotta put you on all right, here we go. I'm gonna back us out here. We're charging. We got pressure, oil pressure, 60 pounds. Backing out. Getting some heat in it. The heater works good in it. That's a good thing. I want to see what the supercharger does on this big 6,000 pound pig. Don't see nothing dripping. All right, I'm gonna do the best I can here, guys. That is 65 psi of oil pressure down to 60. 58 at idle. Okay. I'm gonna do the best I can videoing this. Y'all know I'm not good at driving and doing this, and the state troopers are out today big time for some reason. And I promise I won't break the speed limit. Too bad. Yeah. Now, as y'all know, I already drove this truck last week when I took it to town. Ooh, that overdrive shift was hard. Now, oh, this is the first drive since I serviced transmission too. All right. Let's see if we can get any. All right, let me slow down a little bit. I'm running the speed limit here. See if we get any boosters. It works. Wow, she moves quick. Big girl got some roll to her. That intake's whining. We got new tires, new brakes, new everything on this thing, guys. All that's left is paint and clean up the rest of this inside. Let me get pulled out here, get straight. Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah, she's good. She's real good. Yeah, real good. Yep. Oh, she's good. And after all that, 42. And we're at full operating temp. Y'all hear that intake? intake makes funny noises. I don't know if she'll do a Bernie or not. Let me just sit here a minute, wait on traffic to pass. All right, guys, I'll hold this as best I can. We got traffic coming and all that, but she gets down good. Real good. That wasn't much of one, but these are brand new tires and I don't want to mess them up. Now I've got an Expedition coming that is mine that I'm gonna be taking parts off of, and when that gets here, I solely plan on taking the back tires off of it and the back wheels and just throw on here just to do burnouts with. So yeah, we'll do that. All right, everybody, it's a nice snowy morning here in Northeast Tennessee. And well, what do you do when you have snow? Well, most people try not to drive in it. I'm in my wife's little toy here, and I've got to find the button here. There's that. Hold that for X amount of seconds.
And he's off. You can hear the turbo in it. He's having way too much fun.
All right, guys. So, unfortunately, there's not a good ending to this part of the video right here. Other than, let me see, we've got, it's out. We've got the snow plow on the front of the four-wheeler. Yep. And more importantly, we got a bunch. Well, overlooked the wife's car because we actually got to drive it. Yeah, it's, we got a lot. And we got less than most people. Like, at least your foot's not disappearing in the snow. But little girl got to get out and go sledding down that steep hill there. Then we take the four-wheeler and drag her back up. That's where we're going to end off this one. So do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe. Guys, I promise you, we will be getting back on some more fun stuff here soon. I am working back on the OBS Chevy right now. So that'll be in the next video. We got the truck bed in here and move some stuff around. So yeah, that's in the background right there. Right there, yeah. And so we're gonna keep rocking and rolling on that. So yeah, hang tight and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.